So I actually had a bit more of a unusual journey to Valpo. When I was originally applying to colleges, I was looking for an engineering-based program.
I think one of the main things that brought me to Valpo was the student life opportunities and the student org opportunities. I think specifically, I came in as a declared communications major, and so having the ability to get experience with a lot of different media really appealed to me, and it really just kind of helped solidify that this was what I wanted to do after graduation.
A year and a half into my mechanical engineering degree, I um, decided it wasn't for me. And at that point, I was already doing a significant amount of work, photography-wise, with the Torch. And so I looked into the digital media arts program in the CVA department. And that's kind of what got me into this department, into this degree. A lot of how I've developed throughout my time at the Torch has been, learning different photo skills as to how I can get better photos.
I've learned a lot of writing and interviewing skills through the Torch and through the time that I've spent on the Torch and even just writing for the organization. I'd say just kind of in a broad sense, I would credit it with the fact that it's really just emphasize that this is what I want to do and this is kind of what I feel called to do after, and really just being able to tell stories that matter.
Another skill I've learned is actually writing. When I came into the Torch, I thought I would never write because I just didn't like writing in high school. I didn't like writing essays in college, but I found that writing journalistic stories is vastly different from writing essays.
I think one of the biggest things that it's taught me is how to be creative in the profession while also still being very professional, and also just how I can take skills that I've learned here with a campus newspaper and use them out in the real world. My favorite memory in the Torch has to be the special issues that we do every year. So last year, during the first semester, at the end of the year, we did I Am Valpo, which we do a special issue each academic year, which really highlights just student voices, faculty voices. We as a staff get to pick, what kind of topic we want to talk about, and who we really want to kind of uplift, and that would have that interesting perspective.
I had the opportunity to go to Washington, D.C. for the journalism conference, the Student Journalist Conference in D.C. We went for a couple days, I think it was 4 days, and we just got to learn a whole bunch of things from, experts in their field for those 3 days of the conference. We also got to hear from Woodward and Bernstein, who were the journalists who broke the Watergate story. So that was really interesting.
And then the other special issue that we do that's always, I feel like, a crowd favorite is The Scorch, which is our satirical issue we do around April Fools. So I think those are always kind of the best two that we have, and we have a lot of fun putting them together.
Another great memory that I've had with the Torch has been with doing a lot of projects like Hoops Insider. That's one of our big issues where we take a deep look into the basketball programs, because we are a basketball school. So last year I did a lot of work with the graphics and the photos involved in that. And so that was a lot of fun to put that together. One of the big reasons we advocate for people to join the Torch is it gives you a chance to publish your work. Everyone on campus has the opportunity to see what you do with the Torch, whether it's writing, photography, or doing graphics. We also have graphics that we need to make and publish.
I always tell students that are hesitant about joining the Torch that we come as a no experience basis, so we get to kind of teach you everything that you need to know, and we love to have people that are just really eager to tell stories, whether that's written stories, visual stories, And we also are really glad that we get to kind of pay students for those opportunities too. So we pay per article, we pay for photos. We're really just valuing the work that you do, and it's a really good thing just to kind of realize if this is something that appeals to you, or even just storytelling appeals to you. I would definitely say give it a go.